Alrighty, what's up everybody, Peter Joseph here for another video on this Saturday night, January the 24th, 2026. Thank you all for watching right here on the former home of the Gilmore Chronicles, now known as the evil and dark and mysterious Shadow's Lair 2.0. And this is episode number 102 of the Shadow's Lair 2.0 series. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button down below on this channel and all my other channels as well. Show your love and support. And you can leave a comment on the videos if you like, but don't leave stupid comments. You get sent to the Shadow Realm. Satan and Ozzy will eat your fucking soul, and you'll never be heard from again. And that's that. So do somewhere else. Just get out of here and leave my channel alone. If you can't understand that, too bad for you. Because you're going to get blocked, and that's it. Share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one. Because if you do, well, you're out of luck. And you know what that means. That's that. And if you're brand new here, well, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, grab that tasty cold one, which I don't have at the moment, but I will later. But it is what it is. But sit back, relax, put your feet up and enjoy the show. If you like it, great. You don't? Too bad. That's that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Saturday night, January the 24th, 2026. Hope you had a great day. Hope you're having a great weekend. Wherever you may be. I know certain people in the States are getting hit by this godforsaken blizzard. But not doing so well. Hopefully you guys got power and, just get through it. And, it might take a couple of days to get through it. But here in my neck of the woods, we're batting down the hatches for about 6 to 10, 12, who knows how much we're going to get tomorrow morning into really tomorrow afternoon. It's really going to ramp up from 11 to 4 p.m. And then the sleet and it's going to, the mixing is going to come in. It's supposed to kind of slow down a little bit in the evening hours and the nighttime hours, and then might get a little bit of snow, after midnight, and then pretty much Monday is cleanup day. Might see a little bit of snow, maybe not a lot, but between tomorrow and Monday, it's going to be a mess here in the Northeast. So if you're traveling, be safe, be well, and to be honest with you, just stay in for the next couple of days. Just don't go out unless you seriously have to go out. So, I'm not going anywhere. So, I'll be home watching football or wrestling or whatever I gotta do. And then, clean up when I have to. We have to shovel the walkway and everything, so. And then hopefully I can do what I gotta do. My doctor appointments all changed to middle of next week, so. And the end of the week, so. We have that. But, like I said, if you're in the Northeast, bunker down, and, we'll get through it. And I don't think it's a big storm, but, hopefully you guys don't lose power and, anything else happens like that. But, just get through it, and that's that. Alright, guys, enough about that bull funky. On episode 102 of the Shadow's Lair, like I said, I hope you had a great day. And if not, sorry about that. But my days was up and down, so just trying to get over it. Gonna watch some wrestling to try to clear my head, and then I'm gonna go to bed. And that rhymes too. But yeah, so I'm gonna watch this and maybe go to bed later. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I might stay up for a little bit after Saturday night and watch a movie, and then go to bed, and then get up and see. What happens for tomorrow with all the snow coming down and all the other madness. And that's that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, because I have to, clear my head because too much. I've been stressed out the last couple of days, so I need a break. So eventually, music and wrestling really are my go-to to de-stress and just get away from all the crap that I got to deal with in my life, and even on this godforsaken website. But pretty soon that's going to be history, because I'm sick and tired of all this garbage that's going on with me and everything. I can't stand it. So I'm just gonna be me, and if you don't like that, tough shit. You can hate me all you want, but I personally don't care. I just don't care anymore. So I'm just gonna be me, do my own thing, and not be distracted by people that just don't understand to leave other people alone. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. You can't leave people alone and other people that are not associated with people alone. Then you have no lives, and you need to be, held accountable for that. So that's all I'm going to say. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time, after 6 minutes of spiel, it is time for your Saturday night's main event, episode number 43, Predictions. Saturday night's main event comes your way tonight from the Bell Center, where SmackDown was yesterday. I'll do my SmackDown review probably later or tomorrow, most likely tomorrow. So it'll be like a little bit late, and it'll coincide with Saturday's main event. So we'll talk about that, probably tomorrow, along with TNA and Ring of Honor and maybe Collision. So a few videos tomorrow if I have time and I have power. So I'll try to get as much as I can before power may go out, may not. Because I got gusty winds and it's going to be a mess tomorrow. So we got that. Alright, let's get into Saturday night's main event predictions. I'm not going to go through everything, so I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Alright, 4 matches on the show. Probably like a 2-hour show. Maybe at most at least 2. But got some great matches on the card. So let's get into it. Alright, I'm going to take this from Wikipedia, as I always do. I'm going to go from top to bottom. So we're going to start off with a tag team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. we got the champions, Rio, that's Mommy Rhea Ripley, and my third amazingly hot Asian wife, Io Sky. They take on the Judgment Day of Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. Maybe Raquel Rodriguez might show up. We'll see. Should be a great match. I can't see Rhea Ripley and Io losing the belts. Now, if they do hold on to win this match, they will face Julia and Kiana James next, because they won their match, number 1 contenders match last night on SmackDown, which nobody saw coming, even me. So that match will probably happen maybe at the Royal Rumble or next Friday night on SmackDown. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to go with Rhea Ripley and Io to get the win. But I would not be surprised if we see Raquel Rodriguez cause havoc at ringside. But I think eventually Rhea and Io will get the win. I mean, they have a big program for Rhea at Mania. Don't know what that is at this time. But both are in the Rumble. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Io or Rhea throw out Io. That could happen. It's every woman for herself, but so that, that does happen. They plant the seeds for a match at Mania 1-on-1 where Mommy Rhea Ripley finally beats Io after like 5 or 6 tries. So we'll see what happens with that, but they'll retain the titles tonight, and that's that. Alright, then we got Cody, MD Cody, you bitch, takes on the great man that he is, Jacob Fatu. Mean. All gas, no brakes. Oh, this is going to be a hell of a match. With that segment last night on SmackDown where Cody basically said the wrong words, and that's like Jacob bringing up his jail time, and Jacob's like, I'm built differently, so I'm going to whip your ass. And then Cody, going back to his boss, and he sees a picture of Drew McIntyre. That's funny. That was hilarious. But yeah, this should be a hard-hitting match. I'm going with Jacob. I think we're going to see the downfall of Cody. Because, ever since he lost the title, he's pretty much been going on a downward spiral as of late. So why not keep it going? Have Jacob win, and then see what happens at the Royal Rumble, where Papucho Drew McIntyre will face off against the winner of the Fatal 4-Way match, which I'll get to in a little bit. And what happens after that, going into Mania, and going to the Elimination Chamber, which is coming up. And I think Elimination Chamber qualifiers will begin probably right after the Royal Rumble, because Elimination Chamber is February the 28th. We're about a month away, and we gotta, after the Rumble, we're starting that road to the Elimination Chamber with the qualifying matches for the men and the women. And then after the Elimination Chamber, we're on that long road to Mania. I don't even think we'll have a pit stop, like Roadblock or some shit like that, but, I mean, we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so Jacob will beat Cody, and that's that. What should be the main event, the phenomenal man who has great hair, AJ Styles, takes on one of his greatest rivals, and I hope they put this on the Rivals, series. AJ Styles will take on the man from Japan, Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh, that segment last night when AJ was talking to Nick Aldis and Shinsuke comes in like a boss. Says, oh, why do you think you're gonna retire? Why don't you prove that you're the greatest against me? I'm like, sign me up. Oh, this match is gonna be fucking epic. One more time, AJ versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm gonna go with AJ here, because I mean, he would lose momentum going into next Saturday nights, or Saturday afternoons, I should say, since it's Saudi Arabia. So he would lose momentum if he lost to Shinsuke. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Walter in this match, but I mean, we'll see. But AJ, I think, should get the win over Shinsuke. Who's pretty much there to put people over now. It kind of sucks. But yeah, AJ needs to build momentum to the Royal Rumble. He's gonna be on Raw this Monday. For the final stop before the Royal Rumble in this match with Walter. And we'll see what happens with that. I hope we don't get another nutshot finish. From what happened at, in 2016, with those matches between AJ and Shinsuke, which started at WrestleMania that year, and then nutshot finish the next pay-per-view, nutshot finish on SmackDown, nutshot finish on the next pay-per-view, and then finally AJ wins the feud. Finally, after how many matches? Like 4 or 5 matches, finally AJ wins that feud? So it would suck so bad if Shinsuke went down to that level and hit AJ in the nuts just to win the match. And if it ends in a DQ because of Walter, I'll be okay with that. But still, I'd rather have AJ win the match, build momentum for Monday, and then whatever happens Monday will coincide with next Saturday afternoon, where he will most likely lose. And probably on the next Raw or SmackDown, we'll probably see him for the final time on TV. Besides, maybe at Mania, if he goes into the Hall of Fame with Cena and Stephanie McMahon, which is rumored, but we'll see. So once again, AJ Styles will get the win, and that's that. Alright, then probably the main event will be that Fatal 4-Way match to determine the number 1 contender for the undisputed WWE title at the Royal Rumble. So the winner will face Drew McIntyre. So we got Randy Orton and his Mountainous Force. So we have him taking on Trick Williams. Trick Williams taking on Poppy. Damian Priest taking on the hometown boy, Sami Zayn. Gonna be a good match. We saw Trick and Damian last night, which got ruined by Sami, and Sami and Damian go on. It's like Damian's like, don't get involved in my match. Sami doesn't listen because he's stupid. And then he pretty much gets taken out by Trick Williams. And then right near the end, before SmackDown went off the air, Randy hits a guilty cutter. Bang! Then he hits one on Sami Zayn, just because, So, people saying, oh, Randy's going to win. No, Randy's not going to win. I would go with Randy in this match, but I'm going to go with the hometown boy because it fits the storyline. So Sami Zayn will win the match, but lose again at the Royal Rumble, because there's no way Sammy's going to go to Mania with the belt. Or at least go into the Elimination Chamber with the belt. So I think the only way Sami Zayn can get to Mania and maybe another shot at the title is him losing at the Rumble, qualifying for the Elimination Chamber, maybe winning that, which I don't see that. I'd rather have Jacob or maybe Cody win the Elimination Chamber, then face Drew and probably win, but not Cody. I'm saying maybe Jacob wins it. Or it could go with Sami Zayn to win at Mania, so he finishes his story and everything. But, I mean, that's whatever Hunter is thinking about right now, but I don't even know. Because right now, WWE is kind of boring right now, I have to say. But, so we'll see what happens tonight. I'm going to go with Sami Zayn to pick up the victory and face Babucho Drew McIntyre next Saturday afternoon at the Royal Rumble, but not win it. But we got that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, once again, my predictions for tonight. Mommy Rhea Ripley and Io to retain the women's tag team titles over Roxanne Perez and Liv Morgan. Jacob Fatu to beat Cody. AJ Styles to beat Shinsuke Nakamura. And once again, Sami Zayn to win the #1 contendership and will face Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble. So that's pretty much it. Alright guys, I am out of here. I'm going to go watch Saturday's main event. I might be back later with your SmackDown review. And then tomorrow we'll talk about Saturday's main event. We'll talk about maybe TNA. And Ring of Honor, and then probably keep Collision maybe to tomorrow, or most likely Monday. Like I said, depends on if I have power or not. Hopefully, nothing happens with my power, but we'll see. With the storm, who knows? That's that. Alright, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.